Assalamualaikum and hi. Here we are to conduct a forum on discussion regarding roles of occupational safety health, legal requirements in business management and Occupational Safety and Health Act in Malaysia and its salient features. I'm Iqbal as moderator together with my group member which are Alif and Akim. As we know, the term of OSSP is a cross-disciplinary area concerned with protecting the safety, health, and welfare of people engaged in work or employment. Now, we will start our discussion.
So I'm Muhammad Ali bin Adam.
And I am Muhammad Faiz Hakim.
So, Alif, what are the roles of OSH?
The role and responsibility of OSH professional vary regularly, but may include evaluation working environment, developing, endorsing, and encouraging measures that might prevent injuries and illnesses, providing OSS information to employer, employee, and the public, providing medical examination and assessing.
Okay, I understood. So, Akim, what is a safety and health management system?
Okay, safety and health management system means the part of the organization management system which covers the health and safety work organization and policy in a company, the planning process for accident and ill health prevention, the line management responsibility, and the last the practice procedure and resources for developing and implementing, reviewing and maintaining the occupational safety and health policy.
May I ask something? What is legal requirement for the health and safety?
Okay, it is obligatory for an employer occupier to ensure the prevention and maintenance of plant and system of work that are safe and without hazards. Arrangement should be made to rectify risks involved in use, handling, storage, and transport of articles and substances.
Mm, but uh, as per my opinion, every employer must provide and maintain as far as is reasonably practicable a working environment that is safe and without risk to the health of the employees, and the regulation explained to designers, importers and suppliers of equipment in establishment must take reasonable steps to ensure the safety of the worker. The establishment should be monitored to check the quality of the premise, cleanliness, disposal of waste and influence, ventilation and temperature, dust and fume, artificial humidification, overcrowding, lighting, clean drinking water, cleanliness and urinals, and spittance.
Okay, I understood. So how to implement this OSH Act, Iqbal?
Uh, This law also specifies the general duty of employers, self-employed person, manufacturer, designers and suppliers, employees, the establishment of the Safety and Health Committee, the appointment of Safety and Health Officer, and the enforcement, investigation and offences.
Oh, I see. Now I want to know more further about responsible for of Dosh Alif.
Oh, DOSH is responsible for ensuring the safety and health welfare of people at work, as well as protecting other people and public from the safety and health hazard arising from activity in the following sector, such as manufacturing, mining, quarrying, construction, hotel and restaurant, agriculture, forestry and fishing, transport, storage and communication, public service and statutory authorized, finance, insurance, real estate and business service, and last is wholesale and retail traders.
Okay, what issue should a review of the safety and health management system cover Iqbal?
Uh, I'm sorry, Akim, can you repeat the question?
What issue should a review of the safety and health management system cover Iqbal?
Oh, okay. An organization should carry out an initial review of the safety and health management system and follow this up periodic reviews. The initial review should compare existing safety and health practice with first the requirement of safety and health legislation, the provision set out in the organization safety statement, and then safety and health guidance in the organization, existing authoritative and published safety and health guidance, and last is best practice in the organization's employment sector.
Okay, I understood the about safety and health management system cover. So can you explain more about the employer responsibilities, Akim?
Okay, for under the OSH law, employers have a responsibility to provide a safety workplace. There is several of key employer responsibilities such as provide a workplace free from serious recognized hazard and comply with a standard rule and regulation issue under the OSH. Actually, examine workplace condition to make sure they conform to applicable OSHA standard. Make sure employer have and use safe tool and equipment and properly maintain this equipment. Use color codes, poster, label, or sign to warn employers of potential hazard. And the last is establish or update operating procedures and communicate them so that employer follow safety and health requirements.
But is it acceptable that the worker must pay themselves for their personal safety equipment?
Oh, company argue to maintain the highest standard of safety and health in a conformity with a national requirement. A key first step is promoting within the enterprise a culture of prevention where the right to a safe and healthy working environment is respected and where employer and worker actively participate in a securing a safe and healthy working environment.
Okay, policy should sit foremost to prevent accident and injury to help by minimizing to the extent reasonable practicable the cause of hazard inherent in the working environment.
Okay. But for my point of view, is adequate protective clothing and protective equipment are also important for prevention. They should be provided wherever necessary and it is free of charge to the workers. So, Alif, what are the obligation of the employers towards the employees?
Okay, the obligation is first the employer is obligated to protect employee in a relation to safety, health and welfare to the following procedure. Second, to provide and maintain a safe plant and working system. Next is to put in a place procedure so as to ensure safety and health in the users, handling, storage, and transportation of the plant and the supplier. Next is to provide information and instruction, training, and supervision for a new and old employee. Next is to provide and maintain a working environment that is safe and free from the health hazard. Last is to provide the necessary amenities for the welfare of those who are working.
Okay, when is the ideal time for me, employer, to form the safety and health community at the workplace, Alif?
Or the employer should form the safety and health committee at the workplace when there are 40 or more employees in the workplace or when instructed by the Director General of DOSH.
Oh, occupational safety and health, including compliance with the organization's requirements pursuant to national laws and regulations and practice, is the responsibility and duty of the employer. The employer shall show strong leadership and commitment to organization's activity in organization and make appropriate arrangement for the establishment for an OHSMS. What are the main elements for system show content, Iqbal?
Okay, okay. So there is five element. So first is policy. Policy means include activity related to the development of organizations, OSS policy, statement, and structure, and practice that ensure active and meaningful worker participating in OSS arrangement. And then next is organizing. Organizing means address the establishment of OSS responsibilities and accountability structures, a training system, competency definition, documentation practice, and communication system. And then next is planning in and implementing. Means address those activities associated with the fulfillment of the principle expressed in the OSH policy statement. And then evaluation. Evaluation means this involves the development of performance monitoring and measurement protocol, investigation practice for accident, auditing methods, and management review arrangement. And the last element is action for improvement. Means with the information obtained from performance monitoring and measurement, investigation, audit, and management review, appropriate preventive or corrective and continual improvement action can be taken.
So I want to explain that under the requirement of the Occupation Safety and Health Act 1994, an employer of 40 or more person or when directed by the Director General must establish a safety and health committee at the workplace. The commitment function is to keep under review the measure taken to ensure the safety and health of person at the workplace and investigate any related matter arising such as complaint and incident. There shall always be a consultation and cooperation between the employer and committed on a safety and health matter.
Oh, okay, Alif. So it is important for the participation between employer and employee.
The participant process between the employer and the employee is very important part of OSHMS. It can be extremely useful for employer to talk things over their employees, seek and listen to their advice and ask for information. OSHMS work best if everyone, including management and employees, are actively involved in their development and implementation.
Okay, so now we move to the Occupational Safety and Health Act in Malaysia. and its salient feature. So, what are the model of OSH management?
Okay, it is a measurable objective for safety and health should be set and be part of the company's policy. Objective and policy are transparent and supported by management and the workers. Measures should be implemented following defined processes and responsibilities. Workers and their representatives should be involved. Action should be based on a risk assessment and not only cover corrective but also preventive measures. Performance in safety and health at work should be checked on a regular basis with the of measurable performance indicators. And the last is lesson should be learned and be mainstreamed in an improvement cycle. Result of the lesson learned should be promoted in training session for management and workers.
Okay, I understood model of OSS management. So how we can implement the strategy for improving occupational safety and health management performance, Iqbal?
Among the most common errors that occur is the inadequate response to new and emerging risks at the workplace. The most prominent example is the issue of psychosocial and organizational risks, despite the fact that they currently belong to psychosocial risk not only remains an uncovered issue in OSH management, but also in certification audits. Further, frequent point of non-compliance with legal provisions are: first is focusing on accident prevention only instead of ill health prevention in general. Then not including external service provider, for example, maintenance workers or cleaners. Then not include workplace of temporary workers, and then not meeting, uh, for example, documentation of risk assessment. And the last is not involving workers of the representative.
Okay, Alif, I want to ask you, what are the reasons for a good OSH management system?
Safety and health should be well managed due to the three reasons. First is humanitarian consideration. Second is financial cost, and third is legal sanction. So first is humanitarian consideration. We should ponder upon the fact that a lot of workers are killed in the workplace due to the accident or suffer major injury due to occupational illness. Second is financial cost. Many employers do not release how much an incident could cost them in productivity. Some of these financial costs of incident are potential measure, which list other are hidden. Measurable costs refer to the compensation paid to the employees in the form of damage and are sometimes the related legal and administrative costs. Last is legal sanction. Occupational safety and health are under the legislation in terms of general or specific application. In Malaysia, the Occupation Safety and Health Act come into the force on 25 February 1994. The legislation the legislation protect and ensure the safety, health and welfare of workers in all economic sector. Under OSHA Act 1994, Part 5 Section 15, it is the duty and the responsibility of every employer and self-employee to ensure so far as practicable the safety, health and welfare at work of all employees. Penalty for offences for the regulation could be charged with fine of maximum 50,000 or 2-year imprisonment.
Okay, Iqbal. How Malaysia handle occupational health and safety?
Hmm. The Malaysian government took an important step toward promoting occupational health and safety in the country when it introduced the Occupational Safety and Health Act in Act 1994. The responsibility to enforce this act lies with the Department of Occupational Safety and Health (DOSH) under the Ministry of Human Resources. So the industrial sector involved are as follow: manufacturing, mining and decomposition, construction, agriculture, forestry and fisheries, gas, electricity, water and sanitation facility, transportation, storage and communication, then wholesale and retail trade, hotel and restaurant, uh, finance, insurance, property and business service, and the last is public service and statutory authorities.
Okay, I understood. So why occupational health and safety is important, Akim?
Okay, some employer believe that occupational safety and health is a trivial matter and does not bring profits to the company. However, this is true. A company with a high standards of occupational health and safety will experience great benefits over time. Here are some of the reasons why this is so. The first is the company productivity will increase. Employer who take good care of their employees will also take good care the company. In addition, no employer can seriously expect the company to thrive and become profitable if its employees are constantly exposed to danger. The second is the company reputation will be exchanged well construct occupational health and safety policy will undoubtedly improve a company reputation. Of course, all employers would like their company to gain prominence in their respective industry. Every company reputation is a very important because among every project tender issued today, it is some way relate to occupational healthy and safety. Any company with a good reputation regarding occupational healthy and safety has an advantage when attempting to earn a convert contract that could be worth millions. Yes, that's right. Occupational healthy and safety can make a company revenue skyrocket. Okay, for the last, the company will be legally compliant. Every company registered in Malaysia must comply with occupational safety and healthy law that have been implemented by the Malaysia government. Laws such as the Occupational Safety and Healthy as 1994 OSHA and Heavy Factory and Machinery as 1967 must be followed by every company. Those which do not will be punished accordingly.
Okay, what is safety and health in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, the Ministry of Human Resources through the Department Occupational Safety and Health place considerable emphasis on the inculcating a culture of safety and health in all workplaces. The two Occupational Safety and Health Act is in Malaysia are Factory and Machinery Act FMA 1967 and Occupational Safety and Health Act OSHA 1994. Both FMA and OSHA are acts that provided the legislative framework to the secure the safety, health and welfare among all Malaysian workers and to protect others against risk to safety or health at the workplace. How about your opinion, Hakim?
Okay. But in addition, we also comply with relevant laws, often even going beyond what is mandated by applying our own internal health and safety standards. Indeed, our occupational health and safety standards have been consistently recognized as among the best in industry.
Okay. So what are the main features of health and safety?
Will it fairly hefty piece of legislation? The key point can be distilled down into the 6 point. First is provide a safe place of work. This cover of physical workplace to ensure that premises are up to the standard. It's included consideration like fire safety, cleanliness, waste management, and the handling of harmful substance. Second is provide the safe equipment. Any equipment that used at work, including computer and electronic device, need to be maintained to ensure it's safe. Okay, third is carry out risk assessment. True risk assessment are important part of HASAWA. So employer can put in place preventative action for each risk identified. Number four is provide proper facilities. This cover the basic like toilet, clean drinking water, heating and air conditioning. Employees also have their part to play in a keep their area clean and tidy and in taking responsibility for their own safety and health. Last is appoint a competent person to oversee health and safety. This would be a dedicated person who would be responsibility for ensuring that all health and safety duties are being carried out and to by employees.
Oh, may I know what the examples of occupational healthy and safety, but
Okay. There is so many tips for occupational health and safety, like be aware, maintain correct posture, take breaks regularly, use equipment properly, locate emergency exit, report safety concern, and then like practice effective housekeeping, and last is make use of mechanical aids.
Okay, I understood. So, Hakim, why is OSHA is very important?
oh, it is a good question. OSHA regulation have reduced future incident by identifying potential hazards, reviewing safety procedures with employer to make sure they are well known, and record keeping information about events. A safe environment keeps your employees at work by reducing the chance of accident or health problems.
Okay, now I more understand that why OSHA is important.
Yes, I agree to you, Akim. And I want to know what is the important Malaysian legislation related to employment issue.
Okay, in Malaysia, the Employer Act 1955 is the most important regulation for our labor law. It set out the minimum benefit that employees should receive during an employment.
So, what are benefit to the organization of maintaining occupational health and safety management system certificate, Iqbal?
Okay. There are several benefits of an occupational health and safety management system, which is improve health and safety performance, reduce costs associated with accident and incident, improve staff relation and morale, improve business efficiency, and then improve public image and PR, lower insurance premiums, and last is easier access to finance.
Excuse me. I want to add more. Which, firstly, workforce and effective workplace safety and health program at your work sites will enable you to recognize and remove hazard from your workplace, protect your workers from injury and lateness, and prevent loss of life at your work site. Secondly, for management, an increased understanding of a workplace hazard and remedies will put your managers in a better position to comply with federal and state safety and health requirements. And the last is increase productivity rates and assure quality. Any other idea, Alif?
For me, there also some advantage in business and exemplary workplace safety and health program is a good business sense that also make financial sense because it will allow you to learn firsthand that cost of accident prevention is far lower than the cost of accident. Second is improve the bottom line by. Third is a lowering injury and illness rate. And fourth is a decreasing workers' compensation costs. Next is a reducing the lost work days. And last is limiting equipment damage and product losses.
Wow, it is interesting to know that more benefits to the organization of maintaining occupational safety and health management system certification. So, thank you for all your opinion. But last but not least, along this forum discussion, everyone knows about roles of OSS legal requirement in business management and occupational safety and health act in Malaysia and its salient features. So I will end this discussion here. Thank you and assalamualaikum and goodbye everyone.
Thank you
Okay,
and
thank you and
everyone.
Assalamualaikum. Salam.